With us, we've got Jeff Boschman from the Bunker out in Winkler, a ministry that is changing the lives of people. This past week, Friday, they talked about prayer at their big programming nights, and they had a big discussion around that one. At least they were supposed to. Jeff, how did prayer last week, Friday, go? Was it what you expected?
It was a little unexpected. We had some nicer weather, and that tends to happen in the spring. So when the weather gets nicer, less people tend to show up on Friday nights. So we didn't have as big an audience as we would have hoped for. But it was good. I think all the volunteers got to meet with different people, and we had some new faces show up, and we definitely got to spend the entire evening just meeting with people and talking about what's going on in their lives and where God's meeting them in their lives.
Did anything really exciting or interesting happen on Friday night, you think?
Well, it's really exciting for me. We had somebody that had never been there before. That's always really exciting for me. And we got to just talk to them about like how to read the Bible and really just teach them like what it means to like meet with Christ.
It's amazing that people don't still go to the Bunker. Hang on the line there, Jeff. We'll continue our Audio Adrenaline, Kings and Queens on CHVN 95.1 FM. If you like that song and you're hoping maybe one day there's a DC Talk reunion tour, I have heard word that 3 albums of DC Talk have been under schedule to be remastered and re-released, which might lead to us to believe that there might be a DC Talk reunion tour. We'll get to that in just a little bit as we talk to Jeff Boschman from the Bunker. So, Jeff, I know you were telling me about somebody new coming to the Bunker again on Friday night. I thought everyone knew the Bunker. I thought this was the place to be.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. We've been getting a lot of new people in the last few months. I think moving to a new building helped a lot of people in Manitoba hear about us for the first time, because before we were a really, really small building and you would have driven right past us without seeing us. But getting involved with different things like the mission trip and all the different fundraisers we do, the barbecue catering that we do now, that's a brand new thing. Working with bigger bands, more record labels, different things like that, it just kind of like helps us spread our name out there.
So last week, Jeff, I asked you to ask around the people that attend the Bunker, say, why did they come to the Bunker? What is it about the Bunker that they love? Do you have any answers for us?
Oh, okay, yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, I got to meet with a guy on Friday. I can't believe I almost forgot about this. He's been coming to the Bunker for about 5 or 6 years now. And so I asked him, like, well, what makes you keep coming back and keep coming back? He said the first time he ever came to the B, I actually kicked him out because he was too young. And like his brothers were going, and his brothers were having fun, and they would always come back with weird stories, or they met some weird person, and they saw some band. So he kept trying to get back in, and I kept kicking him out because he was too young. But when he finally was old enough and he came in, he said it met all of his expectations. Like he got to go to Bible studies and meet new people and listen to new bands and meet some of those bands that he was listening to. Just new experiences, right? So 5, 6 years go by, and he ended up like meeting his girlfriend, and he ended up just getting married at the Bunker about a month ago.
No way!
Yeah, like we doing weddings. I mean, we're not a church, right? So we don't get people coming over saying like, "Hey, can I do my wedding there?" Sometimes we get receptions, but
yeah,
this was only, I think, the second wedding we've ever done in the history of the Be at the Bunker. It was really cool. So like he invited Kev, our director, ended up being the one to actually do the wedding for them. And I just kind of helped him see the whole event. But it was really cool because for him to keep coming back all these years, he said it just became part of his natural life. And it was one of those, like, you got a little something in your eye moments, because he's like, well, you guys are just my family, so why wouldn't I come back?
No. Awesome stuff. That's Jeff Boschman from the Bunker. A ministry that's servicing everything from junior high all the way up to even 30-year-old type people. And apparently just this last month they had a wedding out at the Bunker from someone who had been attending there for 5 to 6 years. And he said, this is my family. Why wouldn't I have it here? Jeff, thanks for joining us. Wondering if you had a Bible verse that described the Bunker, what would that Bible verse be?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Proverbs 27:17.
What's that one?
As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another.
Why do you see that one is fitting for the Bunker?
Well, when I started going about 100 years ago, the guy that was leading it had a Bible study called The Grind.
Okay.
And everybody always asks, well, why The Grind? Proverbs 27:17. And for me, that's always just kind of stuck. I went to the bunker because the people there built into me. And in return, I was able to return and now build into others. And it's just this cycle. It's just like that guy who's been coming for 5 or 6 years now. He started out as a kid who was too young. He's got married at the bunker. He's worked at the bunker now. It ends up just being this process of new people come in, they have an experience, they have a great time. Years go by, a lot of them end up coming back and working for us and working with us.
That's cool. More stories from the bunker. Jeff, just hang on the line there. Be thinking about it's Jody Cross, and this is Our Love on CHVN 95.1 FM from an album put on by World Vision that talks about worship and justice. And in the midst of that, we're also talking to Jeff Boschman from The Bunker, which is an organization that is all about both music, worship, and justice, and really serving the community. And when it comes to music, Jeff, I know that's your big thing out at The Bunker. But I've always kind of wondered, if you could have one band, any band in the world, what is the one band that you'd love to roll through The Bunker to play for you guys?
I've always wanted to have, like, Figure 4 or Comeback Kid.
Oh.
Winnipeg hardcore, man.
Yeah. Wow. You going some old school.
It's always been kind of a dream of mine.
That's an interesting choice. All right. See, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's somebody big name. No. I want some old school hardcore.
Dude, Comeback Kid's pretty big. But, I mean, Figure 4, they've been apart for years now.
Yes.
I guess that's kind of why it's still a dream of mine. I still want them to, like, have, like, a reunion show and do a bunch of Manitoba shows.
So when it comes to the summer at the Bunker, what kind of programming happens and what goes on there?
What we're in talks with right now is we're doing about 2 or 3 barbecues a week, barbecue fundraisers.
Yep.
Because the town of Winkler is expanding, they have new parks, they want to do new events, so they've asked us to cater those events.
Oh.
I don't know how much I can talk about them, but I'm sure once it gets closer I can.
Yeah.
Other than that, we are doing our Wink City Cycle Squad, which is just a bike program where we get together with whoever in town wants to get together and bike around.
Cool beans. Now, I know you guys got a big fundraiser going on this Friday. We'll get to that in a second, so that way we can figure out how we can continue to support the amazing work that is happening at the Bunker. Taking a look at our CHVN traffic update with Francesca Battistelli and Strangely Dim on CHVN 95.1 FM. 7:52, -1 degree downtown in Winnipeg. Feeling like -2. School day 1 with Bunker Banter with Jeff Boschman from the Bunker. And we've heard about how it's such an incredible ministry and how there's one participant who's been there for about 5 to 6 years. Last month got married at the Bunker because he met his girlfriend there and because everybody is family. So it's incredible to hear the stories of how lives are changing through the Bunker. If we want to support them, I know, Jeff, you guys got a fish fry going on Friday night. What are all the details?
Fish fry, 5:30, Winkler Mennonite Church. All you can eat.
All you can eat fish.
It's all by donation, too.
Nice. Yeah. So how much fish can you eat? Is there going to be a competition in that one?
We're making 400 pounds of it.
Whoa! That's great. And I know Kevin's a really good cook, so that'll be really good.
He's fantastic. Everybody always asks, like, why does the Bunker do food?
Yeah.
Part of our ministry, whenever somebody comes in, new volunteer, new staff, whatever, they always ask, well, what can I do here? My answer to them is always like, well, what do you like to do? So for me, I always was into music. I was into bands, so that's how they got me started there. They got me talking to bands. Kevin loves doing food. Loves it. He stays up all night just thinking of new things to make for people.
And it shows, too. It shows.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jeff, thank you for taking the time to chat with us this week as well. We'll make sure that everybody goes to the fish fry this Friday and checks out the 400 pounds of fish they can have by donation, all right?
Awesome. Thank you.